Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Butler. It's the best day of my life. Tomorrow's not promised. Go ahead and do your little dance while they still playing your song. So this is the first time that I realized that homosexuality was in effect. This takes place in the DeKalb County Jail, bro. I remember it like it was yesterday because it was so vivid. You know, I'm 19 coming off the streets. Armed robbery. I don't know. I've never been to jail before. I had never spent a night in jail. I had never been handcuffed. No, I had been handcuffed before. But this was the first time that I'm dressing out in jail. You know what I mean? So I'm naive to a lot of stuff that's going on. And I'm thankful there was an older guy. Matter of fact, I seen Pimp. They used to call him Pimp. They used to call him Pimp. And Pimp was in the DeKalb County Jail. This was around about 96. And then I seen Pimp a couple of years ago at a funeral too, shouting. But Pimp, I think Pimp was a real pimp. I think Pimp was a real pimp, but I think that if I'm remembering correctly, I think he had like a bunch of his bottom teeth that was missing. But Pimp was dark skinned. He could play a little ball at the time. And Pimp was a known person in Atlanta, man, like for real. But he used to sing this song. I think it was it's a dressing of the room, bro. That man used to make us feel like we was at home. I seen him at Future Grandma funeral a couple of years ago, and he was actually dressed like a pimp then. I saw him, but he didn't see me. So I'm in the county, bro. 6 Northwest, and we playing basketball, and basketball was just like it was a reliever, bro. And it's something I was comfortable with. Mind you, I'm 19. I had just dropped out of 12th grade. So one day we playing basketball, and we getting hyped. You catch somebody else to come in there, they young and they got some skills, so you gonna get out there, you gonna ball. And then I remember one day, Pimp was talking to him. Whenever he used to talk to me, bro, I used to just slow down and just pay attention, because he never talked fast. He ain't talk slow, but he never sped up. He always took control of the conversation. So I remember one day I sat with him, and he just pointed out certain things. He pointed out this guy his name was New York. And New York he was tall, had like a muscular build. He was all dirty dude though. Like, he wasn't known for bathing. He was fairly young as well, but New York hadn't done some time. I don't know how old he was, but he was fairly young. But New York was, I can't say he was gay because I never seen him participate in a homosexual act. But this is what Pimp had pointed out to me, bro. So, when you coming out of school or you playing ball, you play organized ball, bro, and you fresh off the court, or you fresh off into the jail cell, some of those same, bro, if you playing ball, my nigga, I'm just gonna say it, bro, you boxing out. You might scream box out, because that's just what you're accustomed to. So Pimp point out to me, while we watching New York on the basketball court, New York can play, but he is strategically waiting on folks to box out. Cause when Youngin boxed and shouted out, instead of New York trying to get around them, New York goddamn, he pushing his pelvis forward. New York is when I start paying attention to it, New York out here, bro. New York out here with an orange jumpsuit on. He ain't got no drawers on. We in the county jail. We in the DeKalb County Jail on Memorial Drive. If he playing basketball, that man ain't got no drawers on. That man came to the rec yard just for the box out. So I started watching Shouted, and what this made me do, it started making me watch people in general. And what I would do, bro, I would pay attention. I'm paying attention to New York, bro. And you know, at some point in time, this man would be playing basketball, and if the other team was screaming box out, bro, sometimes I would hear him saying box out, box out. And then he would put his midsection on somebody's butt, bro. And it never turned into no fight or nothing. It never escalated. I think that the guys that were around weren't really paying attention to some of these acts. And it made me think about a situation, bro, that I had personally, man. And it's crazy that I had come home. I'm home. I've been home for a couple of years, and I've been home, but I'm still kind of chain gangish. You know what I mean? So times get a little tough, and I ain't trying to put my hands off into no nonsense, bro. So I'm looking for a job. I end up going to IFCO on Moreland. I go to IFCO on Moreland. IFCO is a pallet company, and they rebuild pallets. You saw them down, but if you have been to a halfway house or you just coming home, IFCO, before they got busted for having all the Mexicans up there, IFCO was a job that you could get. You could get a job at IFCO if you would just come home, because they were high convicted felons. Mind you, I've been home about 2-3 years, and I'm going through whatever I'm going through, and I know I can go get a job. So I'm like, shit, I'm not gonna sit around and not do nothing. So, bro, I went and got me a job at IFCO. But the people that I'm around people who either just got out or they still in the halfway house. So while I'm around these people, and this is why I had to try to catch myself, bro, because I'm like, I'm throwed off a little bit, and then I'm an alto, baby, so I look at things a tad bit different anyway. And bro, I remember, and I could be tripping. I don't think I was tripping, bro, but bro, we cutting the wood, meaning that, you know, a person to be on the other side and they'll pass you a pallet, but they passing the pallet through the salt. So it's cutting the pallet up. You might have passed it back, bam, 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 bam. And I don't remember the actual procedure, but that was the gist of what we was doing. So then I see another dude, I don't know what task he is doing, but he is behind. I can see him, and I can see the man that I'm cutting pallets with. But when I see bro, I don't know his name. He had a little size on him. I think he was from Atlanta. Bro, I'm trying not to be institutionalized. And I'm like, nah, we free. Bro, I'm looking at this man shouting. I'm looking at this man. I'm like, man, this nigga jacking shouting. This man jacking, bro. Ain't no females up here. Ain't no females up here. That nigga jacking shouting. So, the first time it happened, my spidey sense to go off. So I went, bro, I had been home for like 2 or 3 years, bro. I went straight chain gang mode. And the people up there, I might have been overreacting, but what I'm telling you, man, this man had an apron around his waist, man. This man was jacking, shout. Or if he wasn't jacking, he shouldn't have been touching himself. He shouldn't have been doing that, bro, cause bro, when we breaking the pallets, we cutting the pallets. Shawty, in my mind, when I convinced myself that this is what this man is doing up here, we in the free world, shawty. When I convinced myself to do what this man is doing, shawty, I done snatched a piece of wood and, bro, I done ran up on this nigga. I'm like, bro, what you doing? I done pushed him in the face with the wood. I'm like, what you doing, man? So, they call us back to the office, shawty. And when I explained to the supervisor what I think is going on, man, these folks think I'm crazy as hell. But, bro, y'all ain't looking at it how I'm looking at it, bro. It's people, like, you got all these cutters, you got all these saws, all of us essentially doing the same job. I'm looking at this man, I see this man. Y'all got y'all back turned, so technically, he jacking off y'all. In my mind, though, nigga, you jacking, nigga. I'm in your man, I ain't with none of that shit. I ain't with none of that, man. That ain't what's going on. But then it's a part of me like, shawty, you tripping. But I'm like, no, nigga, hell no. So, bro, them folks suspended me for a day. I'm in there, bro. I said, hey, man, this man in here masturbating, man. So, everybody that's on that line right there, I'm like, this nigga essentially jacking off y'all. The niggas on this line, bro, they looking at me like, bro, what going on? How long you been home? Man, don't talk to me like that. I'm telling you what I see, man. I know what I see. Long story short, man, they ain't do nothing. And I don't know what they could have done. But this is what I said to myself. I said, man, before I catch a charge, man, I'm gonna have to leave this motherfucker. In retrospect, bro, I would did the same thing. I should have went upside that. I'm just telling you, bro. Cause it ain't like he gonna be like, yeah, I'm over here. But then in my mind, I can't figure out, bro, it's you on the street. You either at the halfway house or you all the way out, you somewhere. Bro, you out here with the nonsense. You gone, man. You gone. But then I have to think about, was I overreacting? Was I overreacting? No, man. Why was you touching you? You were touching yourself, man. You were touching yourself, Sharon. Dang. So I gotta think out loud, bro. I gotta say to myself, I was like, man, do I think that I saw something that I didn't see? I don't believe that. If I had to bet my life on a man, that man was touching himself, man. That man was touching himself. But you so gay, shouting. You so gay. But then I guess if you gay, then that's what's going on with it. But you, bro, you at the halfway house jacking off other men. So you don't even want no ass. You want some ass. You don't want no yayas. You don't want no halves, man. You don't want no JJ, man. You want to, come on, bro. That is 14. Is that 14 right there? That's 58. Okay, so when I thought, bro, I quit that job, man. I hadn't even worked there a week and a half, bro. I quit that job, man, and that thing has always bothered me, bro. But I have to go, am I shell shocked? Am I shell shocked? Am I throw it out? Or was that really what was going on? At the end of the day, I got to go with it was really going on, man. It was really going on. I wish it was somebody there who was there that could chime in, but everybody was acting like I was tripping, bro. They were acting like, man, I'm like, nigga, this nigga was jacking off y'all, bro. Y'all the one got your ass pointed towards him. I'm looking at shouting. Yeah, I'm looking at shouting. Hey, man, I'm going to touch on this topic again, bro. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man.